So we're out in our pollinator area with some native plants, and it's the fall of the year. And typically in late October, early November, you can start collecting seeds. Some of them are still in bloom, so we want for them to go ahead and continue to mature and have seed production. But we also have plants that we can go ahead and start collecting before they disperse naturally. And one of those is milkweed. Milkweed pods are easy to collect from, and I'm going to show you a little bit today. Why we want to collect milkweed seed is because it's important for the monarch caterpillar conservation. We want to provide host plants for our monarch caterpillars as they're migrating through, and this allows us to have a food source for both the caterpillars, and then as the milkweed is in bloom, a nectar source for the adult monarch butterflies. So I like to take my sack out with me. I like to have handles. I also like to collect in a paper sack. That way, if the seeds aren't quite all the way dry, they'll continue that drying process. I like to write what I'm going to collect. That way I know later on, in case I forgot or something else dropped in there, what should be in my sack. So I'm going to write milkweed seed, and that way then I'll know later on this is what I was collecting in the sack. As I'm looking, I want to make sure that I'm going to the seed pods that are mature and still have seed in them. As you can see, sometimes you'll go and they'll already be harvested out. They may have some production. The seeds aren't looking very nice. So we don't want to collect from a pod that's already starting to open. As you can see, there's a little insect that's kind of crawling around on it. It's already deteriorated the inside of it. So we're going to go ahead and let that one stay out here in the field. This one is green. And this may be one that's not quite as mature. And so when we open it, luckily we do see some mature seeds in it, but you can see how the pod is still green. It'll still have some moisture to it. It's not started necessarily to release yet or to have them in flight. So we could collect it because we know that they're nice and viable seeds. But normally I like to go ahead and use one that's like this. I know that the maturity level is there, that they're going to be ready to be dispersed, and that those are viable seeds to collect. And another way you can take it is to kind of open it up, and then you could just harvest those seeds off of that plume. Put them in your hand, collect them out, harvest them out of there, and then release your pod, and then just drop your seed into your sack. So this is my sack. You can see inside I have plenty of seeds to collect so I can have some new ones to start out for next season.